all of California, Fashion Furniture.
Fourth down for the Vikings. Call it 4th and a long 2.
Fourth and 2 now for Kingsburg.
Sierra back in at quarterback. Swain back at play. 4th and 2.
Brooks not in the game. You saw him suffering from cramps. So Flores will pick up the first down, and he will pick up the touchdown.
And I like it in between the tackles. You get a guy going full head, the game's not that difficult.
So the Vikings get back on the board after a long drought. They hadn't scored since the first quarter.
Somebody forgot they're on PAT.
Vikings Escoto in for the point after attempt.
Escoto misses the extra point.
Kicks out wide left. The score remains your home team Vikings at 13.
Wide to the left, but the Vikings do get the touchdown. And it's Anthony Flores, Jr.
Plays cover 65 yards. Capped by the touchdown run, number 6, Anthony Flores.
Not much to it, just straight ahead football.
Makes it all worth it. Right there.
No quitting the Vikes. That's what you gotta like.
Just over 11 minutes to go now. It's 38-13 Tulare Union. Redskins trying to get to 4-0. Ruben Escoto to kick off. It's an onside.
You're gonna get it. How
And nobody
did they
went
not
after
get
it.
that?
It looked like they just all didn't want to touch it.
Goodness.
Well, it was a great kick for an onside kick.
I thought the kicker could have got it himself. How did they not get that?
I thought that was going to be theirs.
Let's watch this here. I mean, there's nothing but green
The
around.
Vikings had it surrounded,
Yeah.
but just didn't finish.
Pooch, pooch, pooch. 10 yards, and they run by it.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah. Oh, you mean we're supposed to jump on it? How did they not get that?
Allen going to be dropped at midfield. So let's go down to Kevin for Wendy's hot and juicy sideline report. Kevin?
All right, thanks, Ralph. You know, it's always so heartwarming to hear of our Valley students who are making a difference in the lives of others, and that is why I am here with the Harvesting Hope crew of Tulare County, in particular, Dr. Sarah Ramirez. Now, you are co-founder of Be Healthy Tulare and executive director of FoodLink of Tulare. Let's be fair, there's another co-founder that we should mention, yes?
Absolutely, that would be my husband, Coach David Terrell, who's out on the sidelines right now, and really, this work wouldn't be possible without his support and, you know, his power to carry us forward. And
And he's a little busy right now, so we'll talk with you. Now, explain to us the inspiration behind this program.
So really what our goal was to do was to inspire our community to create some positive changes for some of our biggest challenges. And some of these would be food waste, poverty, hunger, the causes of hunger, the causes of poverty. We wanted to generate sort of this inspiration and create a movement around that. We really started off 4 years ago, very small. In fact, David would recruit some of his football students to join us and just like, let's go out and do something. And that's exactly what we began on doing.
All right, and taking excess fruits and vegetables and providing that for those who are impoverished and who are hungry. And we have Leonard Hauser. He's the coordinator at Tulare Western, and you've talked about the great coalition among all the Tulare schools.
Yeah, what started at one high school has now grown to be heavily involved in all 3 high schools. It's growing by leaps and bounds. The kids are learning about giving, and it does something inside them, and it keeps building itself. And the students are just growing so much, but to see all 3, which would be considered rival schools, working together in the orchards, picking fruit, they know what's happening to the fruit, and they're fighting hunger and diabetes and a host of different things to have a healthier community.
Wonderful, a team effort. And 2 of our students, we have Fabiola over here, senior at Tulare Union. Fabiola, what do you love about being a part of Harvesting Hope?
I think just being able to kind of set aside what school we come from and kind of feeling satisfied of doing something for the community, that's definitely something rewarding.
Totally making a difference. And Kendi, you have something special going on September 26th. What's happening on September 26th?
Well, September 26th, all the high schools from Tulare Unions are getting together at Tulare Farm to harvest some corn and donate it to FoodLink.
All right, and they had 18,000 pounds last year. You guys are going to beat it this year, yes? September 26th. I know there was a big touchdown, but these guys are making a touchdown, making a difference in the lives of others. Thank you so much for your leadership. Let's keep the conversation going at hashtag FNR Fresno. Ralph, Vince, back to you.
All right, thanks very much, Kevin. And this is getting ridiculous. 42 yards on the touchdown run now. Kazmeir Allen has to be nearing 300 yards for the game.
And let's look at, you know, they have to say yards after contact and things like that. There are none.
Needs to be contact for
Yeah,
that,
there
right?
needs to be contact. Good vision there, great speed, man. But there's, like I said, there's
Untouched.
no contact.
Untouched.
Good block put on there by Edwards, and yeah, there's been no yards after contact. Well, he's quick. Thank you, Captain Obvious, huh? Oh, wow.
Tulare lost Romello Harris. 3 plays in on defense, he suffered a broken finger, and you think, well, here's a guy that's averaging over 300 yards a game, so you can forget about that aspect of it tonight for Tulare. The Redskins have to find some way else to get it done. No,
Yep.
no, just gave it to a guy with another number
Yeah,
who
number
runs
10.
for 300 yards.
Straight cash, homie, but I like Babyface Allen. He looks about 12 years old. Just a cute kid with some speed. He's got some wiggles. He's got some juice. Babyface Allen.
Well, Kingsburg hadn't seen much of his face in this game. They've been looking at his back.
Yeah, trust us, he looks 13.
They hit it about the 26-yard
You
line.
kind of saw it last week in Lemoore afterwards. A guy gets rolling with momentum like that, and it seems like the defense is kind of intimidated. They don't want to look bad, and they're just not coming up and squaring up and getting anyone. I kind of see it here. Every time they've just stricken fear inside of the Kingsburg defenders every time he touches it. There it is.
Well, that's two sophomores in a row that we've seen with tremendous performances, over 300 yards, 4 touchdowns, averaging 18 a carry.
No kidding.
Because he has runs of
Yeah.
like 42, 54, 64, I think 62.
And it is Cash, K-A-S-H.
Nice run out
Yeah.
past the 45-yard line by Anthony Flores.
So how long before we change the name to Friday Night Sophomore Coming Out Party, right?
Yeah, you're right.
Irvin last week and Allen this week.
The juniors and seniors are going to be nervous.
Yep.
Nobody's going to want to leave a game.
Well, I'll tell you what, we just inspired that freshman class, wherever they are playing. They know next year you got to get in shape right now. You want your coming out party on Friday Night Rivals.
Flores to about the 49.
Flores again, the ball carrier picks up 3 on the play. Shannon line in on the stop.
Looks like Anthony Flores will finish this game at running back. Seth Brooks, number 5, sitting on the bench. Looked like he was cramping up
Yeah, thank
not
goodness.
long
it came
ago.
in.
He had his moments, a couple of big runs,
Yeah.
scored a touchdown.
Yeah, he'll be okay.
Perez lowers his pads, picks up maybe 3.
Yeah, and Ralph, I just want to give a shout out to the guy, the voice you hear over the PA system. Announcer Rick Schul's been doing it here for a while. Just how professional he sounds, and all the compliments he gives, and hour reads and things like that. So, who's ever watching at home, make sure you let him know we're talking about Rick Schul and how professional he sounds, and what a great job he does in the PA announcers or the PA booth there.
Between Rick and that chain gang that's been together for more than 30 years, they're in pretty good hands here, aren't they? Speaking of good hands, nice juggling catch by Michael Luzania.
Yeah, Luzania wanted 2 receptions out of it.
Time now for the Get Happy Smile Cam. It's sponsored by Toyota, and they're still smiling on that side.
Never gets old, does it? Never gets old. Hey, we're going to Hanford next week, right? That place is half blue, half red. That's simple, and packed, and loud.
Hanford West against Hanford. Sierra throwing long, overthrown, intended for Aguilar.
Pass intended left side. Aguilar, the intended receiver.
Stops the clock. 7:33.
Ball remains spotted.
Castellanos was stride for stride with him, too.
He's asking for a penalty flag from the time he started turning around and coming back this direction. Flores got a good block by Perez again, and he's dragged down at about the 21.
Battling for additional yards on the play. Finally brought down by 27.
Well, I mean, and Perez has had some thumps all night. That block earlier on that toss sweep was something special.
Playing with some anger, I think, right now. Watch number 33.
Yeah, he attacks violently. Come straight through your living room. Turn up the HD.
Boom.
Give a picture here.
Right
Bam,
there.
Right there. Face mask that they missed, which is a good thing, Get this thing over with here.
Oh, Flores just stuffed right at the line. May have lost about a half yard. In on the stop there was A.J. Millen.
Millen in on the play.
So it's second down. Sierra to throw. A slant in and out of the hands, and here comes the flag. Pass was intended for Aguilar, and let's check the penalty.
Well, I've done Don Smith's crew for a while. This is the most penalties they've thrown.
Pass interference on the defense. Half the distance to the goal. We're going to take a close look and see if it's a first down.
A lot of laundry tonight. Let's see what we got here. 3-step drop, slant.
Down 1 yard to go after the penalty for the Vikings.
I don't know. I guess. Looks like let them play, yeah. Let them play.
All right, they're in the red zone, sponsored by Toyota. Nice spin move by Flores, then he's slammed to the turf by Alexander.
Yeah, we haven't called his name a lot tonight.
3-yard gain on the play. That's going to move the chain. First and
They were
goal
so
to go
impressed,
for the Vikings.
and they still should be with Xavier Alexander. Remember, we got guys like Elijah Daly and Edwards, who should be on the defensive ball. They've been slowed by nagging injuries, so Coach Bennett decided we're just going to play them one way. And Alexander's carried the flag in the secondary. I guess he really hasn't had to make many plays tonight.
It's a first down at the 8.
Yeah, but you get guys. I'll tell you who won't be in the secondary from here on out, and that's Romello Harris.
Perez breaks a tackle, lowers his head, gets down to about the 1.5.
Picks up 5 on the carry.
Like to see him get it a couple more times.
Good football player. And like I said, I talked about him a lot last year when going through the roster. Noticed he was a junior coming back. I think him and Austin Martin and some of the others there, they're just good football players. Love to watch them play. Voorhees, big body over there, pushing him on. Look at that hole Voorhees made there. And I talked about Andrew Voorhees, and you can find him in our football guide, number 55 in the top 10. Notice how they run left, and it's for good reason.
Flores gets the ball in the touchdown, his second of the game. So Kingsburg having some success here in the fourth quarter. A couple of scoring drives. That'll make you feel a little better.
Yeah.
Ruben Escoto will try to kick the extra point.
Football follies on the extra point. Why can't we get a snap, a hold,
That has
a kick, and be done
been an
with
adventure
it?
tonight.
Oh, my goodness. It's been about, for every score, I think, besides one, there's been some kind of penalty on the extra point. Good job, Flores. We send it in number 6.
Tulare was offside, so half the distance.
Send it in, big fella.
Escoto in for the attempt.
Scoto's kick is blocked.
Second attempt is blocked by the Redskins.
So it remains 45-19.
5:09 remaining. The score remains. Your home team Vikings at 19. The visiting Redskins.
Good
of
push.
Tulare Union at 45.
A little too late there. Good push. All you need is 3 yards. So the physicality is back. Hopefully they understand the damage they can do inside the 5, just giving the ball straight ahead.
So Tulare is going to go to 4-0. How good are the Redskins?
Well, I think, you know, when people get help,